Let's go ahead and stretch Smith. We're looking at this 17 defense. Who's trending up? Who didn't do so well with that flat grade? And then who's going down? And I'm going to start with the defensive line and the great job that DeMarcus Lawrence did. I also want to talk about the upside of Taco Charlton. When you see his growth in the last part of the year, you saw Dayton Jones, Mayowa, Ash, Collins, the inside guys really playing well. I see some upside with this group, and for that I got to point the arrow up. Let's go to the linebackers. Sean Lee, the best read and react linebacker in the league. The problem is when he's not in there. Yeah, it was a feel-good story for Jalen Smith. I like Hitchens. I like the upside with Wilson. They'll run around and they'll hit you. The problem is without Sean Lee, this group is very flat. For that, I've got to give them a flat grade. They need to upgrade the linebacker position. The defensive backs, and I really like the young pups. I like how they were played at the end of the year. Yeah, they were forced to be played because Scandrick was out. But when you look across the board, Lewis, Awuzie, Woods, those guys came in and made an impact. They were an impact because they were younger guys flying around. They tackled good on the edge. I like the upside of the defensive backs. I'm turning the arrow up on these guys. And I'm also saying Byron Jones needs to be put back at safety, his natural position. Put him back there with Heath and let those guys kind of get integrated with these young pups. Got to turn the arrow up on these defensive backs. What we thought was going to be the downside of this defense or the team was defensively, I think they turned that around. They turned it around because they played the young kids. They turned it around because they got a bunch out of guys that we didn't think they were going to get a bunch out of. I like the way Rod Marinelli turned this group around. The defense ended up being the strength of this football team. Be interesting to see what happens in the draft. They better look to shore up some depth at linebacker and got to get some more young guys across the defensive front.